Hello, Libra friends. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's first time, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And today I'm going to be doing a general mid-monthly reading for the collective of Libra. Any of the 11 placements, they will all work. Okay, so the way that I do mid-monthlies is I break them down into decans. Every astrological sign is divided into 3 parts called decans. Depending on when your birthday is, determines which decan you fall into. I will be pulling cards for decan 1, decan 2, decan 3, doing full readings for each one. I will leave timestamps and the dates in the description box below, so you can just click on yours if you want. I recommend watching from now up until, I recommend watching all of them because every single reading, they all overlap and they all tell different levels of the same story. But if you're not going to watch all of them, consider watching from now until I begin clarifying decan 1, because I'm going to pull cards for 1, for 2, and 3, and then talk about it a little and what the underlying is for everything, and then go into it. You feel me? Okay, but do whatever works best for you. Okay, the dates for Libra. Before I say that, if you are watching this for any position other than your sun sign, whatever decan your sun sign is in, use that decan for your other placements. You feel me? Okay, so Libra, decan 1 is September 23rd to October 2nd. Decan 2 is October 3rd to the 13th. Decan 3 is October 14th to the 22nd. I will repeat those, so don't worry. And they'll be in the description box below. Okay, so the question that I'm asking the universe is, what can you do to raise your energetic vibration right now and to last for the rest of the month as well? And longer, you know? It's not like it has to it expires March 1st or something. And we're going to start off with the Linestrider Tarot, and we'll definitely be clarifying, and I've been using the Elle Qui or Tarot or both. All of that will be figured out in the moment as it comes up. I'm going to be writing timestamps down, so that's going to be happening, FYI. It's just kind of in the way. I didn't want to lean backward and get it. I don't know. I feel very particular about my energetic surroundings today and everything contributing to them. More than normal and in a different way than I usually do. It's kind of more it's more dissonant than it is resonant right now. Okay, that's where I am. Okay, so are you ready? We're going to start with decan 1, pulling 1 for decan 1, decan 2, decan 3. Decan 1 is September 23rd to October 2nd. And what can you do to raise your energetic vibration? Wow, we got pretty far through there. The 6 of Cups. So it has to do with soulmates, ancestry, past lives, very deep, very old connection. Ace of Cups. Makes sense. That's the beginning. That's the universe. That's the beginning of a new path for you. And this is the path to unconditional love, to becoming it, to understanding it, to being it for yourself, to having it for the source, to seeing it in everything and being it for everything. It's also, as you're developing that, you're developing your psychic abilities and your intuition and all those things too at the same time. So, okay, decan 1. Decan 2, October 3rd to the 13th. Now remember, you don't need to be in the decan to resonate. I think that it will resonate with all Libras because it is the same story. It's just different aspects, different levels of the same story. So Deacon 2, October 3rd to the 13th. The Four of Pentacles. That's, you've done a lot of work. You've come a long way. You've put a lot in, and you've gotten back certain rewards. That's not the right word I'm looking for. What is the word? I can't think of what the word is. You're seeing like returns, and you're okay. Like, you're okay where you are, but if you choose to stay where you are, you would be settling, because you are meant for so much more. So you're at the 4 when you want to be at the 10. Do you feel me? All right, let's see what comes. Actually, it comes out. So it's like some kind of resistance to the unconditional love path. The Four of Swords, funny. The Four of Pentacles flipped and the Four of Swords. That's healing. That's removing yourself and recognizing, hey, I need to like cut off some sugar. Like, I've been using sugar to self-medicate, or for whatever reasons, I haven't been able to get to sleep at a good time for me, and I really need to get that starting tonight, do the best I can. It's that kind of thing. It's when there's something going on around you, and it's affecting you and lowering your vibe. Your vibe is lowering. Your vibration is lowering, your frequency, not your mood. But although, yes, but do you feel me? Your frequency is lowering. And so it's your reserve. Your energetic reserve, you're draining, you're giving from it. And you need to stop giving from it. And you need to put back into it. You need to refill it. You feel me? You're at the refilling. I think like when you get to the Six of Swords, you're at the rebuilding. And then the Hermit is refilling. You know what I'm saying? Again. And preserving. Okay, so Deacon 3, which is October 14th to the 22nd. The Eight of Swords. Libra's showing up. Okay, that is anxiety, self-inflicted, stressful situation. That's when you've tried with the Four of Swords to like get yourself back in alignment, and you probably kind of did, but now you're at the 8 where the things that were just stressors are now anxiety. You feel me? You're at a deeper level of it. So how to raise your energetic vibration is probably going to be, for the Eight of Swords, it's going to be to look underneath it and lift it, find an alternative, right? There's some kind of truth not being fully lived over here when anxiety is happening, right? Four of Swords, to raise that vibration, is going to be healing, self-care of your hierarchical needs and reconnecting with nature, you know what I mean? Those kind of things. And movement, your energetic reserve, right? You're refilling it up. And the Ace of Cups is going to be opening yourself up. It's going to be accepting it, the new path. Being an active participant in it. On the split, the Hierophant. So this is soul contracts that go back lifetimes. Could be about belief systems. Underneath that is Temperance, which is, underneath that is the Sun. And underneath that is the Star. Wow, okay, so this is all beautiful stuff under here that's underlying in the split. This is what's coming up, I think. This is what's holding everything. You know what I mean? It's your path to your most authentic self, to living in your most authentic self, to honoring your karmic cycles, your soul contracts, yourself, your authentic self, to becoming it, to getting into a place where you use faith as a compass, right? You're not trying to control the outcome. You're surrendered to the flow. And you're surrendered to the flow because you believe in yourself and you believe in source. You believe it's real, and you understand divine timing is real, divine intervention is real, and you have lived enough to know when to get out of its way, right? You're beginning all of that. So on the bottom is the King of Pentacles, which is stability. The ultimate. It's the ultimate partner. It's the partner who gets you, who is disciplined and hard worker, committed, understands commitment, honors commitment, has a code that they live by, is generous, is giving, is hardworking, is compassionate, is passionate. You know, it's someone who can protect you, you can trust. That's what's underneath it. And underneath that is the Six of Wands, which is success, victory that is celebrated outside of you, that is reflected back to you from outside sources. It's being in public eye in some way, or in and I don't know what you call it in the public. So it'd be like outside of just yourself. You know what I mean? And the Wheel of Fortune is underneath the Six of Wands. So this is good for you, Libra. The wheel is spinning. The destiny wheel is spinning. It's spinning on a road of success straight to the next path of your life, which is your path to love, unconditional love, being it, maintaining it, integrating it. You are there for it, which is wonderful. Okay, so we're going to start Deacon 1, Ace of Cups. Time. Hopefully I remember the other ones, but I probably won't. Okay, Ace of Cups. I'm going to pull an Elle Qui, and then we'll see if we need tarot for this one. I don't feel like we do. But we might, you know. We might. Okay, what can we tell Libra about the Ace of Cups, of what they can do to raise their energetic vibration for right now and the remainder of the month? That relates to the Ace of Cups. You want me to shuffle? Okay. Okay. Regina, she who instigates, leadership, provocation, power. On the Split, she who hesitates, Mora, ponder, delay, confidence. We might read that one. I haven't been doing the Split reading, but we might. And on the bottom, she who thrives, orchid, flourish, prosper, blossom. We're definitely reading this one and the one that came out. Let's start with this one. I feel like it's supporting the refilling your energetic reserve. It feels like heart chakra, crown chakra, like, whatever that energetic field is right outside of us. There's one, I don't remember what it's called, that one. And a lot of like third eye healing, like Reiki, like what comes with Reiki and with acupuncture sometimes, but definitely with Reiki. Okay. Orchid. Orchid, she who thrives, is so sweet, butterflies flock to her. Her eyes show off her vibrant nature with the gold irises, set off by delicate butterfly wings. of purple and brown. Her hair resonates with energy as it sweeps back off her forehead. Nectar glows on her lips. All right. Here is one who radiates goodness and honesty. Her inner glow comes from her ability to blossom. She attracts wealth in all its forms: companionship, shelter, money. That's this and this. She's learned how to live, so she is a magnet for advancement. She's in the flow. And she maintains the flow. Orchid demonstrates how to live the good life while maintaining her innate humanness. Very Queen of Pentacles. Very Nine of Pentacles. Very King of Pentacles. This card assures you that success is yours. Expansion energy reverberates all around you. Expansion energy. Go ahead, Libra. Your job is to take advantage of the coming abundance. King of Pentacles is so good at that. He's a master at that. Take advantage of the coming abundance is to use it properly, is to use it reverently. Right? That's why abundance keeps coming, because there's so much regard to it. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude for every breath that you get to take. That's where it starts. Everything else is a byproduct of you having the chance to have another chance. Every time you wake up and you inhale and exhale, there you go. You feel me? These are good times. If you have a current business project, it is time to strike. Remember, wealth comes in many forms. A new good friend is as valuable as money in the bank. Stay open to the myriad of ways good fortune can arrive. A 4-leaf clover should not be overlooked because there's $1 next to it. You should pick up both while you are at it. All right, Libra. Here are questions for you to ask yourself. What does successfulness look like to me? What can I accomplish with an unexpected windfall? How can I view abundance less narrowly? Ooh, I like those. That was good. I'm going to read She Who Hesitates just because I'm curious, because it seems to be different than this. So let's see where the conflict is, right? She Who Hesitates, hold on, I'm going to drink some water. She who hesitates turns back from the open doorway. Even though she can see the sun streaming through, she's not sure it illuminates her own gifts. The violin hidden in the shadows demonstrates how hesitant Maura is in spite of her talent. She is the young person poised on the edge of her next big step. She delays taking forward motion because of fear and uncertainty. It is fear of the unknown that so often holds us back. What would you say to Maura, whose name means hesitate, to encourage her to follow the bright light? How about this is the card that's underneath that one we just read about Orchid, about it's your time to shine. It's your time to get it. This is what's holding you back a little bit, your fear, right? What would you say to Maura, whose name means hesitate, to encourage her to follow the bright light? The lesson of this card is that hesitation holds you back. Look closely at your own shadows to see what fears are standing in your way. Acknowledge these fears and then set them aside. It is now time to summon the courage and confidence to act. Trust in your talent. Step into the spotlight, Libra. Questions. Why am I hesitating? What is holding me back from making the most of my talents? How can I learn to better trust in my own strengths? And the one that actually came out is Regina, she who instigates. Regina wants someone to run so she can give chase. Horns sprout from her brow, showing her will. She confronts any and all who stand in her way. Her serpent companion coils gently about her neck, ready for the hunt. Here is a woman who's been called a non-cooperator, an agent provocateur, a rabble-rouser. I've been called all of those things. I'm a Libra. Her go-to methods are instigation and button pushing, or they're bringing the truth in your face. You feel me? Where some see a troublemaker, others see a necessary firebrand. Even the flowers in her hair are flaming orange, yellow, and red. This came out yesterday for Gemini or Cancer, I think. Regina is the one who will spark others to act. This card urges you to step up to the challenge. Put yourself in the role of the leader instead of follower. Radical ideas need a ringleader. This is your chance to pick up the microphone and galvanize people into making a difference in their world. Be aware of your personal power right now. You have the gift of inciting others to step out of their own complacent lives. Are you ready to be that person? Now, that doesn't mean you have to go like form a group or something. How I'm reading this is in whatever way it manifests for you, but for you to be your fullest self, all these things, your dream, right? Your talents, your purpose that you've been holding back on and doubting. It's time to step fully into it. And by you doing that, you're going to incite other people to do the same because they're going to see you. Do you understand what I mean? The questions are, what causes are important to me? Where can I donate my time and energy to fight for justice? How can I encourage others to get involved? It's interesting. Yeah, I see it on all levels, from that like activism all the way down to activism for your own personal self. You feel me? Activism in like an abstract way. Okay, I'm going to pull tarot on the Ace of Cups. We're going to go Lightseers. Okay, what else can you tell Libra about the Ace of Cups, about what they can do to raise their energetic vibration that is related to the Ace of Cups? This is very much about self-love and your relationship with the source. That's where the Ace of Cups, the aces start with source energy and you integrating it. And that is what this is talking about, but I feel like there's something else. So let's see. The King of Pentacles, which came out on the bottom. This is very strong for you. Okay. So if that's you, it's to embody that energy of being the provider, being the active parts of self-care and taking care of the tribe. Do you know what I mean? If it's someone else, it's about, I think they're connected to your Ace of Cups, right? Let's pull another one. What else can you tell us about this King of Pentacles? Because that's not totally obvious. Not totally obvious, universe. Death, rebirth. Okay. And the Page of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles on the split, the Six of Wands on the bottom, which is under the King of Pentacles in over here. So Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands under the Seven of Pentacles, Magician under the Six of Wands. Okay. Okay. You've been manifesting. You've been manifesting a relationship, a lot of things, and relationship is one of them. Partnership, a partnership for you. It's a relationship that's tied to your legacy. That's how this is. And you've been manifesting it, and you've taken like a time out to reassess it and kind of tweak it a little. And it looks like you've letting it happen. There's an openness to your heart already. And there's an interest. I don't know if there's been anything done about it, but there's definitely an interest. And so for some of you, it is a specific person, and for others, it's just the idea of a relationship. I'd love to know in the comments where you fall there. But in that, there's been a fundamental shift in the way that a relationship was to how it is now, or what you were looking for then to what you're looking for now. You know more what you want, and a solid, equal partner tied into, attached to, committed to your both legacy. You feel me? Libra, okay. Deacon 1. Okay. So the way to raise your energetic vibration is to let the wheel keep spinning, to maintain the care and keeping of you, so that you don't get dizzy or nauseous or try to stop the wheel. That your focus stays here with you and the source, and everything else is going to come for that. Come from that. That's exciting, Libra. All right, that was beautiful for Deacon 1. Let's see Deacon 2, because what do we got going on here? The 4, what time is it? Sorry if that's annoying. Oh, I dropped the pen. Okay. The 4 of Swords. Deacon 2, which is October 3rd to the 13th. This is about self-care. It is about a withdrawal for healing of yourself. It's refilling your energetic reserve, because you're draining. It's draining a little, or it's low. It's on the verge of being drained. Like right now, I've been low all day, and I was out for a walk, and I was like, what do I need to do right now on this walk? And I was like, well, I need to raise my energetic vibration. And I was like, well, that's literally the reading I'm doing. And Libra is not till tomorrow, but maybe you should do it when you come home. And I was like, should I nap or should I? And I sat for a little bit, and I was like, go do the Libra reading now. So I am, and I'm probably going to do Scorpio too after this, but it's that, it's understanding your vibration needs to raise and what to do it, right? Keep yourself in a state where your brain isn't taking over, but your intuition is able to speak. Okay, so let's see for the 4 of Swords. What else? Can you tell Libra about specifically what they can do to raise their energetic vibration in Deacon 2, or anyone who resonates with it, which is October 3rd to the 13th? The 2 of Wands. That's a decision time. Time to make a decision. You're going to stay in what you've always known or go out of your comfort zone, right? You're going to settle, or you're going to become. The 6 of Swords, which is the next step after the 4 of Swords, which is removing yourself, separating. This is just a withdrawal, temporary. That is also could be temporary, but it's a separation. It's when there's now like a line in the sand of like, I need no contact I'm going on vacation. I'm out of the city for 2 weeks, or I'm in the city from the country for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It's like a specific break that is established. The 5 of Swords. That's your head. It's self-deception. It's before the 8, which is where we're headed in Deacon 3, right? It's that nagging, annoying thought. You're trying to not let it get in there, but it's getting in there somewhat. So that's your challenge, is to get out of your head, is to get out of the thinking and to get into the just being. So let's see, how else can Libra do that? How else can I get into the being? What can Libra do to get into the knowing and being? Temperance, faith as a compass, using faith as a compass, letting go, surrendering to the flow of the wheel, right? The Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, if you have any Sagittarius in your chart. Sideways going into the reverse. Interesting, because Temperance and the Knight of Wands are both Sagittarius. That has to do with magnetic poles and impulsive and throwing yourself into something because it feels so good, but not being measured about it, not keeping your roots planted. You know what I mean? Just in the flow without control, which is, you got to watch, because you can use that energy. You can galvanize it. Is that the right word? I don't know. Harness it. Harness that to be what moves you for discipline. Do you know what I mean? And for motivation in positive ways. You feel what I'm saying? But it takes work. And so maybe that's what this part of this is learning discernment versus overthinking and thinking, making the distinction between the two. Do you know what I mean? Let's pull one more. The Nine of Wands. Yeah. So this is something that it's been a long burden. It's been a burden. It's been a lot of work. You've been doing at this for a long time. And you're again at a point where you're just like, dude, I might just be fucking done. I might be done. And this is the universe saying, nope. Take a step back. You're not done. That's a refill. You feel like you're done because you're depleting. Your reserve is depleting. You feel me? What's on the split is the 10 of Pentacles, which is literally your legacy. They want you to keep your eye on the prize of that. Okay. On the bottom is the 4 of Pentacles, which flipped over before, right? And then the 4 of Swords came out. Here's the 4 of Pentacles. That's doing the thing, the settling thing. Like I got it. Like I could be all right. Like I have a roof over my head and like it's cool. It's decent. Like this life is decent, but you are not living to your truest abilities. You're not fully in your authentic self. And it's because it's hard for you. Like you're being challenged. Don't give up, Libra. Okay? Don't give up, Libra. Okay, let's pull an Elle Qui for you, but I need to drink some water first. Okay. Elle Qui for Deacon 2. It's a strange weather day outside. Very strange. Okay. She just came up for Deacon 1 if you didn't tune into that. That's hilarious. That's how this goes, though. That's belief in yourself, right? It's letting yourself be your super awesomeness. It's time for you to shine. Don't give up on that. And if you're doubting it, this is a validation that you are as dope as you know you are. She who becomes eterna, metamorphosis, transcend, journey. Yes, Libra, look at that. Woo! That's beautiful, right? The light gets all whatever. Oh my God. And on the bottom again, what? Did I not? Is Mora. is that self-doubt again. And the Five of Cups popped up too in and underneath, which goes right with that, which is that feeling of not being worthy, not deserving good things, being afraid of success because you've never had it and you've never felt welcomed. You know what I mean? For being who you were. You were not welcomed because you are who you are, instead of being celebrated for who you are. You feel me? But you've come really far and you've done so much work that you know this. You know that you're worthy. So come on, don't give up now. Let's read a Turner, yeah? Dopeness. Eterna rises light like a feather, no longer anchored to the ground. Her lightness of being creates a total metamorphosis of self. Even her hair is changing colors, from fiery red to the intensity of light blue and white like the hottest part of the flame. Dope. Her passion to transcend to her next highest self is taking place. Her right hand is held in the Prithvi Mudra, Prithvi, Prithvi Mudra, to offset the fire element and increase the earth element. She knows she must maintain this balance if she is to continue evolving. This powerful mudra increases her sense of stability, which she needs as she floats off the earth, keeping those, right? We talked about the Knight of Wands is like being in the flow but not rooted, and that's what this is talking about. Her antenna-like stamen gathers information on deep sensory levels. Eterna may seem to be asleep, but she is focused on her journey at hand. So this could be about out-of-body experiences, Akashic records, hypnagogic states, those kind of things. This card indicates that you are at a moment of becoming the being you have been working on. All the effort is coming together to send you soaring up to the next plane. This is so exciting. The good news and the bad news is there is always another level to achieve. Everything is temporary, even the good stuff. Each subtle state of existence creates new challenges. Know that you have safely lived on your current plane, and all that you have learned by and failed in and powered through will be brought with you on your journey. You can trust in you, in your experiences and your capabilities that you've come. You can trust in the healing you've done. You don't have to stay stuck in the healing phase. The cranes who rise from the mist show you the past as a source of strength for the future. Like the caterpillar who metamorphoses I don't know, into a butterfly. It is time to try out your new wings. Okay, sorry. It just looks weird, like the caterpillar who metamorphoses, because it's not an I, it's an E. So is it a typo? I don't know. All right. Here are your questions. What is the next level for me? How can I benefit the most from this transcending? What challenges me the most in my current spiritual journey? Awesome, Libra. It's Deacon 2, or anybody who resonates with that. Let's move on to Deacon 3. 38. Look at that timing. Gotta love that. Okay. The 8 of Swords. Anxiety. Deacon 3 is October 14th to the 22nd. Okay, so let's see what you can do to lift the energetic vibration out of the anxiety, yeah? You don't want to be there. Got a lot good going on. I hope you watch the other deacons. So are you worried about maintaining it, Libra? Are you worried about maintaining all of this, or how the shift is going to affect you when you are fully in your power and you're being celebrated? You're by external, by other people and things. You're getting recognition. Let's see. 8 of Swords. Deacon 3. How does 8 of Swords relate to their energetic vibration raising for Deacon 3? The 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is getting over the idea, letting it go, working through it, not holding on to it anymore, that you are not enough and that you are not worthy and that everyone who loves you will leave. Any of those things, any of the way that plays out, that you are not enough. You're not worthy of good things. You're not worthy of love. You're never going to fit in. All of those, whatever way that fits in, okay? You're letting that go. That's the voice, though, in your head still. The Page of Pentacles sideways, heading into the reverse, but that is remembering to use a beginner's mind. So how I'm reading that is keeping in the flow and keeping rooted. That's really where you need to focus right now, on those roots in the reality, right? Because we're up here a lot as Libras, air signs, shapeshifters, and getting a lot of info and clear sight, right? Well, we need to be rounded. I keep saying that. And rooted. Grounded and rooted. I did that in like a different Aries or Taurus. I forget which one. Okay. Let's see what else. What else about this anxiety? Oh, the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. Okay. And the 7 of Swords on the split and the 10 of Cups on the bottom. Of course, Libra. Ace of Pentacles. So along with the Ace of Cups is the Ace of Pentacles, which is what I've been talking about. If you've watched the other Deacons, this is about not only your path to unconditional love, but your legacy. It's tied into your legacy, right? The beginnings of the building of your foundations, of your legacy, of what you're looking for in a partnership. Anyone in your life from this point on has to contribute to have to be your equal partner, right? And be equally contributing. And you're moving away from any ideas you had before of what that looked like, that you've learned the very difficult, painful way weren't good, weren't what you thought. There were deeper ways, you got let down by someone. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. There's a deep heartache that is tied into this. Sorrow. It's sorrow. It's coming up as sorrow. It's a need to be in your knowing and being to be in alignment, right? And your knowing being an ising, which is what I call the Pentacles. Is Cups are being, Pentacles are. Do you know what I mean? You are that. You are making it. You are that. Yes. You tend to go more in the overthinking, in the obsessive thinking, into at all thinking instead of knowing. And the way you stay in the knowing is that your being and your ising are in alignment. Your roots are deeply planted and your heart space is open. You are yourself, your authentic self, and you are working every day. You're practiced in it, and your relationship with the source, which is also what the aces are. It's the very beginning, and it's the beginning, the deepening, or for some people, it's the very beginning of your relationship with source first. And with Cups, it's heart, unconditional love, psychic abilities. And with Pentacles, it's creating real things that will give you the life that you envision for yourself. You feel me? Okay. So the way for you to raise your vibration is to align those, to do what you can, which involves the 4 of Swords, which is healing, right? Taking your self-care up, and also understanding more about how you work and what your needs are and what can help ground you and how to maintain that, and making a daily spiritual practice and committing to it. Even if it's small bits at a time, as long as they're do one thing and then add to it every day. You know what I mean? Even if it's little, you're doing it. Like, wouldn't you rather do that than like not do anything? In 6 months, you could have been somewhere instead of in the same spot because it's not a good time to start or you don't have enough time. Figure out what the bare minimum is and do it and add to it every day. Okay, Elle Qui for Deacon 3, October 14th to the 22nd. This is a great reading, Libra. You are there for your 10 of Cups and your 10 of Pentacles. You're on the path. You're on the path. You're getting it. You get it. All right, Elle Qui. Then we'll wrap it up. She who aches, Perpetua, sadness, solitude, silent, withdrawal on the split, right? That's this. That's this. Those false ideas and that pain, you don't need to carry it anymore. The bottom is she who yearns, Desiree, yearn, longing, pine for. We're going to read it, so don't worry. And what came out is she who remains, Manatili, powerful, devotion, true worth, which if I remember, is the Queen of Swords like. We'll see if I remember that right. High Priestess, Queen of Swords is going in my head. Okay. Desiree. Desiree longingly watches the moon rise. That was me last night. The full moon was so magnificent. And I saw it from right here. I came and sat down and I looked out the window and it was so perfect and it was so bright and beautiful. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go for a walk in the moonlight. And then I got sad. But it was so beautiful. Okay. She sheds her robes and ribbons, for they are not needed in the coming dark of night. She will return her laurel wreath and lyre to the sun god, Apollo. Her realm is the mystery of night. Desiree seeks her divine feminine self in the cycles of the moon. Birds come winging toward her, messengers from the moon carrying the answers she seeks. This is like my life. Desiree teaches us how to fully commit to pursuing our dreams. Rather than hope for something, she has begun the process of making her desires real. The message of this card is to commit fully to your wants, or admit you are simply stuck in the mode of pining for what you cannot reach. Your energy is at stake here. Will you shed yourself of what you do not need in order to gain what it is you really want? Are you unsure of your yearning? Wishful thinking has its place, but now is the moment to drive forward to your goal or set the goal aside. The moon is reachable if you dedicate the resources necessary. Here are the questions. How far away is this thing I long for? Are my goals realistic? Am I giving up too much or not enough? What is the balance? And also apply those to your relationship with Source and your relationship with self and your spiritual practice, okay? Okay, and what came out is Manatili. Manatili, she who remains, sits on her crystal throne with her lynx beside her. Her gown shows her connection to the ice dragon. Her truth of self keeps her warm against the icy stares of naysayers, and her gaze is cool as she surveys her snow-covered kingdom. Many of her subjects have left the wintry wilderness for less austere places. At any time, she too could have left her kingdom for other realms, but she is devoted to the ideals her reign represents. Her rule may seem like a lonely one to some, but not to her. She knows how powerful a single person can be. This card's lesson is to stay true to your purpose even when others do not support you. It is very Empress, and it is very Queen of Swords, right? And it is High Priestess. Your true worth is not measured by the number of people who agree with you. People will come and go from your life, but have faith that you have the power to attract those who appreciate your gifts. Remember the lesson of this lady. Love yourself first and best. Those who remain by your side will be worthy of your affection. Your true worth is yours alone. Questions. How do I feel most powerful right now? Who supports me and is worthy of my friendship? What ideals do I need to devote myself to? There you go, Librans. I hope that this was helpful. I feel really good for all y'all and myself because I'm a Libra too in there. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me. And thank you for coming and holding space while I attempt to translate and interpret the messages that are coming through for all of you. So I will see you in about 2 weeks at your March monthly reading. Until then, bye Libra.